Good morning. Why is it that some people seem to be able to handle challenges, adversity, and stress so much better than others? Often it's because they've had to deal with more stress and challenges throughout their life. And realistically, that's how you become resilient. The good news is you don't have to wait for your whole life to fall apart to learn to be resilient. What you can do is get up early, make yourself uncomfortable by challenging yourself, moving yourself forward. That's why we're here every single morning on the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Make sure that we're getting uncomfortable, moving ourselves forward in our fitness, our goals, and our lives. If you are ready to take action, join us. First step before we move our bodies, we're going to choose our first thoughts today. Call it priming our minds. Let's go. All right, team, good morning. First step, as we always do on the 5 a.m. Squat Club, is get into a squat. So feet go on the ground underneath the hips. Try to get those heels planted. If the heels want to come up, then you can go ahead and grab onto a counterbalance and just hold that out in front of you to keep you upright. While we are here, what we're going to do is follow along the box breath animation. So it's a 4-second inhale, a 4-second hold, a 4-second exhale, and a 4-second hold. And it's going to help stabilize the breath and calm the body before we get going. While we're going through that, I'm going to go through our mental reps. So first one is I am responsible. We repeat these every day to make sure that our thoughts are in line with our goals. So I am responsible means I'm going to take action. Nobody is going to come and save me. Nobody is going to move my goals forward. If something is wrong, it's on me. If something is right, I'm going to take accountability, responsibility for it. Next is I will make time between stimulus and response. And this is the whole life, right? Things come at us, whether we expect them or not, whether they're good or not. Can we respond in a way that is thoughtful and with a breath taken as opposed to a snappy reaction? Next is I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. This is just be more resourceful. You don't need more things, you just need to take action. You need to be more resourceful with what you have. You'll notice that you can take the step and you have what you need to take the next step, and so on and so forth. And then last is I choose gratitude. Yes, move forward. Yes, improve ourselves. Keep driving. But at the same time, notice all the good that is around you. Take a minute, sit back, and see that there are good things to work towards. All right. After that, we move the bodies. Let's go. Okay. So first movement. Wow. Once we've gotten up out of our beds, nice and early, not hit that snooze button, we start with 2 minutes of getting down and getting up. So get yourself on the floor with your hands, lay yourself fully down, and then get yourself fully back up off the floor. So we're going 2 minutes, lay down, get back up. While we're going here and warming up the body, let me know in the chat, how many days is this for you on the 5 a.m. Squat Club? Is this your first time with us, or have you been with us before? How many days is this? And while we're doing this, what we're thinking about is getting uncomfortable. Our theme today is all about building resilience through challenge, right? You become more able to deal with challenges the more challenges you deal with. And what's neat about this is the perspective of it, that as you deal with challenges, the more times you have to, your perspective on what a challenge or what is challenging changes. So if you take two people and you put one through some challenging life events and the other one not, right? And they start in the same place, they're gonna look at situations differently based on their experience. So the one who's dealt with the challenges is not going to see as many challenges. And the one who hasn't is gonna see everything as a challenge and potentially think that they can't handle it because they don't have the experience with dealing with those challenges. So if you can expose yourself, this is kind of the goal here, to more challenging things, what you build not only is the physical capacity to deal with them, but the mental resilience to know that you can. So the more you get uncomfortable, the more you know that you can deal with being uncomfortable. All right, next step of the warm-up here. We're gonna get into just our general warm-up. Let's do it. Good morning, team. Good morning, good morning. I see Peter. I see equipment, Jody, Carl, Tim, Steve. Awesome, good morning, good morning. All right, so we're going jumping jacks next. If jumping doesn't work for you first thing in the morning, feel free to just go with a nice high knee standing march. Maple, stop. We're gonna bounce around here. Nice for getting the ankles and feet warmed up and getting the fluids flowing through the body. And what we've got today is 2 pieces. We've got an 8-minute AMRAP, some good high intensity, as many rounds as you can get. And then we're gonna do some strength work afterwards. We're gonna call this leg day. But remember, this is just one, right? We're not here for one workout and to call it quits. We're here to maintain consistency. Ideally, we're here every day, and it's more than Maple. It's more about that routine and being consistent than any one workout, because you don't get fit, you don't change your life once. You do it over time through consistency. Okay, all right, next, excuse me. We're gonna go with an inchworm, so a nice wide feet, hands come to the floor, walk yourself forwards until the shoulders are over top of the hands. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the butt, squeeze the legs, and make a nice straight line. And then walk yourself back. Stand tall at the top. Let's get 5 there. Keep getting that warm up going. You know, it's oftentimes we'll do a very similar warm up here and you could get bored with it potentially. You might be saying, oh, we do this all the time. But all you should be thinking is the more consistent I can be, the better. Right? You can always change up this warm up, but if you don't show up, that's the problem. All right, we're gonna go leg swings next. So standing nice and tall, letting one leg move. Just nice and easy to start. Don't push that range of motion like crazy. But what I'm saying is, you know, you could look at this as well. Oh, I was here yesterday and we did this and that, and I don't know if I'm feeling it or whatever. It's not about that, right? The key here is being consistent. And realistically, on that note, the more times you have that feeling of, I don't really want to do this, I'm not up to it, but you do it anyways, that's where you're building that resilience, right? Because you know what you're building is the capacity, the mental capacity to know that I can handle it. Even if I'm uncomfortable, even if I don't really want to do it, I know that I can will myself call it, or eventually, once you've done it enough times, you don't even need willpower. It just happens because it's what happens. You know, yesterday, my alarm didn't go off, and I got up at 10 to 5 and scrambled. My body was used to it because I'd done it enough times. All right, next, we're gonna go from a plank position, step out in front with one leg, and we're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna go around in a little bit of circle with the hip. You can go forwards, backwards, whatever your, wherever you find tightness there. We'll get 5 seconds or so, and then we'll switch sides, excuse me. Peter, coach, my right hip to left arm, overhead and squat. Bottom mobility is improving already, thanks. Hey, great to hear. Great to hear. It's just a little bit of progress every day is the goal, right? We're not trying to become, you know, the top athletes in one day. We're just trying to improve ourselves. And even still, the metric shouldn't be, am I stronger or fitter than yesterday? The metric should be, did I show up? How many days in a row did I show up? Ouch. No, because realistically, anything you want can be achieved through consistency. No. Oh, this dog this morning, Maple, no. A couple more here, and then we are going to get back up. Get a little more squat prep, because that is kind of our main focus today. We've got squats and pull-ups in our workout. and then squats as our extra strength. So make sure we open up the hips effectively. Oh yeah. You can turn away from that back leg and get a good pull up the side. I'm gonna do one more per side here just because this is so effective. You can drop that chest down towards the ground. Do some reps of that. One more here. Maple no. Keep that warm up going once again, even if it seems boring, take it seriously. The better positions you can get into, the less injury risk there is for you. All right, last one here before we get into our specific prep. Just come on into our squat again. And we're gonna go with the bootstrapper. So you're gonna grab your toes, grab your big toes with your fingers, pull up on the chest nice and proud. Take a full breath there. And then we're gonna reverse it. So you're gonna drop the chin and chest, raise the hips up tall, feel some hamstring tension there. Take a full breath and then sit her back down. Maple no. Let's get a few cycles here. So chest up, stop. No. And then chest down while the hips up. Get at least 4 cycles there. Push those hips up a little bit in the bottom. Chest up, proud. One more cycle. You guys all drop in the comments how many days this is for you. Who's working out with us this morning? Last one, hips up. All right, let's talk about today's workout. I need a little bit of prep here. My dog is the same character. I keep him out. That's smart. That's smart. Keep that dog out of there. This one's too much. All right, so I'll just give you a quick demo. As you can see here, we got pull-ups, and you can scale those pull-ups, and we got squats, and you can scale the squats. So you can see here I've got 3 different options for the squats, 2 different options for the pull-ups. For the pull-ups, leg assisted. For the squats, air squat, 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. You could use a barbell. Simple. So let's talk about it. So today we've got a short one. We're just going 8 minutes. And generally what I like to think about is if it's short, you got to go a little faster. You want to push a little harder. And because you just don't have as much time. The point of these guys is that, hey, look, you can do a lot of work in a short amount of time and you don't need to waste. So let's talk about it. We're going 5 reps each. And you may look at the 5 and say, well, that's too easy or that's too hard depending on the movement. What I want to do ideally is make those 2 movements equally as difficult. So if 5 pull-ups is easy, 5 pull-ups is easier than 5 squats, I'm gonna make the pull-ups harder, add some weight, whatever. If the pull-ups are really hard compared to the squats, I'm gonna make the squats harder to balance it out. So for the pull-up, if you have the capacity, starting from a dead hang, nice relaxed arms, relaxed shoulders, take the chin fully over the bar. If you have the space and the technique to do a little bit of a kip, feel free. If you don't have that capacity, 2 options here. One is to stand on something and do a leg assisted pull-up. So I'm gonna straighten my arms, bend my knees, use my legs to assist me on the way up there. Or if you have it, you can use a band and just hang your band from your pull-up bar. Right, I would hang this here and then put my foot through it, and that would give me some assistance. So you want to choose a level that 5 pull-ups is going to be, I would say, unbroken but challenging. And then movement 2 is our squat. Option 1 could be just an air squat, feet underneath the shoulders, hips down and back till the hips come below the knees, stand it up tall. Either way, feet are planted, right? The heels stay on the ground, the arches are maintained, and the knees stay in line with the feet, and we get our range of motion. If that's easy, you could go 1 dumbbell in goblet position. Same thing, hips down below the knees, stand up tall. And then if you really wanted, and I think I'm gonna try it, you could go 2 dumbbells on the shoulders, elbows in front. And then same thing, hips below the knees, stand tall at the top. Those dumbbells are rough. All right, so take a minute, set up your gear, try out some options, have some water. We're gonna go in 2 minutes. Day 26 for Steve, fantastic. You guys are awesome. All right. What if you could get all the fitness and intensity you needed in 8 minutes? This morning, we've got as many reps as you can do of some pull-ups, some squats, scalable to any level, but done in 8 minutes. Functional fitness, let's go. All right, so as I said, 8 minutes this morning. You got 2 movements. One is a pull-up, one is a squat. I'm gonna show you a few options here so that it can be accessible for anybody. If you have a pull-up, then what you're looking at is a full dead hang, chin fully over the bar at the top. If that's not accessible, you could use something to stand on to use your legs. Come to a nice dead hang with the arms, legs on the elevation. Use the legs a little bit to press you up, and use the arms as much as you can as well. Otherwise, if you've got a band, you can put a band around there and let it assist you as well. You're looking for 5 reps, ideally 1 set. Movement number 2 is our squat. And I want a few options here depending on how your fitness is as well. First is just an air squat. So feet underneath the shoulders, hips go down and back till the hips are below the level of the knees. Feet stay flat on the floor, arches are maintained, stand up tall. If that's pretty easy compared to your 5 pull-ups, you could grab a dumbbell in a goblet position. Same things apply. Knees are in line with the feet, hips are below the knees. Heels stay on the ground the whole time, stand it up tall. Final option, 2 dumbbells. Same thing on the shoulders, hips go down and back below the knees, and then stand it up tall. So, choose your option. Get in a warm-up if you haven't already. Woo! Try to count your rounds. This is gonna hurt, so try to keep a pace. Hold on. Good luck. Let's do this. 10 seconds. Starts with pull-ups. 5 for 8 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly.
Don't sprint, I know it's short, but still move at a steady pace.
Yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a f***ing name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness.
Maple, stop. One minute down.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste it, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking fight me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit.
Two down.
I'll make it to the top,
Squat
yeah,
day.
I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to
Keep it up,
fall
team.
and get it. I'm getting back
2 minutes
up.
down.
Always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up. I don't miss a thing, I'll regret it. I'm always learning. You could call me academic. I'm always working. Never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison. Needs some antiseptic.
it up. Keep it up, team. 3 minutes down. Four.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Coming up on halfway here.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man. I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing. I just do what I was destined, cause I feel I got the blessing. Persistence and obsession, that's how you keep progressing. You already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan.
Halfway.
Rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy.
What up, guys?
Anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the patient lasts. If you can move on and pass the
3 minutes left.
feel bad and you can change in your brain. I'm
5 down.
certain. I've done it before, man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. You could try to play, but you're never gonna be. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free.
2 minutes.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test, and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when you see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him.
Last minute.
A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? 3-9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. Could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me.
30 seconds.
The other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody and stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
3, 2, 1.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Time.
There's no hope, you can
Amazing
still
work.
go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And there you go. 8 minutes is all you need. Some days go a little longer. Some days slow down. That's where it's at. That's all you need. If you like that, hit the thumbs up button. Join us some more for another one. Squat time. Take a minute. Walk around. Catch your breath. Let me know how you're feeling. Let's talk about our squats. We're going 7 sets of 2 squats. So what that means is we're going a little heavy. Right, 2 is not that many. So the idea is you can go a little heavier than if we were doing a bigger set. So let's set up our space. Get your squat racks if you got them. If not, you can do this from the floor. You could do this with dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever. Obviously, ideally, these squats are heavier than what you just did for the workout. Ideally. So, simple, as I said, we're gonna go 2 squats. So set yourself in the center of that bar. Get a little tension on there, right as narrow as you can on the grip. And then it's just like what we did with the dumbbells there. Set the feet under the shoulders, abs on tight, hips go down and back till the hips come below the knees. Stand it up strong. Keep those abs tight. Really think about driving fast out of the bottom. So let's take a couple minutes, get some weight on there. Longest 8 minutes ever, says Jody. Yeah. Feel free to post your scores on there too. I think I got 9 and 5. 9 rounds, 5 pull-ups. But feel free to jot your score on there, or go back later to the cutout video that we do and drop a score there. All right, so just getting in a couple warm-up sets here. Remember, 2 squats is all we're doing. And, you know, some people might say or think, hey, we just did a lot of squats. You know, it doesn't make sense to do heavy squats now because your legs are tired. And, you know, if my goal was to lift like 100% the heaviest weight that I could, then maybe that would make sense. You know, maybe we'd want to take a little more rest in between, or maybe not even do it on the same day. But to be honest, the way I look at it is, one, this isn't about, you know, new PRs and max numbers. And at the same time, what I find is that doing this after a bunch of squatting, my body feels better. My knees feel better, my back feels better. And as a result, I probably do better work with these squats. Right? The older I get, the better the warm-up I need. And that workout is basically just a big long warm-up. All right, that feels pretty good actually. As I'm saying, you know, the body is warm. Those squats feel pretty nice. And they don't always You've probably been here before where I've complained that things are feeling a little tight and sore, but you feel pretty good right now, so we're gonna go with the reds. Probably start here. So, we'll go in about a minute. Set up your space, set up your gear. Let me know what weight we're starting at. What are you thinking? This isn't the sturdiest squat rack. I don't know how much I trust it. All right. So every 90 seconds, 7 sets of 2. I'm trying to achieve quality over quantity. I'm 52 with a baby on the way. Yes, I love it. That's true, 100%. Oh, 2 whole pull-ups in a row. Oh, awesome, man. Hey, it's not supposed to be easy, and it's okay if it's challenging. That's the whole point. All right, here we go. Where are we? Well, let's do it. You know, I'll keep talking about that, like consistency over perfection. You know, be here over lifting the heaviest weight, right? All right, let's do it. 10 seconds, first set. You're much better off being consistent than having one big day. Let's go ahead. First set. 2 squats. See me there. Lock. Remember, lock up the midline, take a big breath, squeeze the abs. 2 squats. Rack it back up. Good. So if you have any questions, this is always a good time. Anything you want to talk about, fitness or goal setting or homework. We could talk nutrition. Right after you do this, you can go do your homework, and then, well, maybe while you're doing your homework, you eat something, or maybe after. But ideally, whatever you put in your body next is the best option, right? The healthiest, most well-raised protein that you can find. Whole foods, right? Don't eat processed things. What I like to think is if you could go stab it or pull it, you know, out of the ground or off a tree and eat it, then it's probably good to go. If it comes with a label, it's probably not real food. All right, set 2, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, set 2. Dang, that does feel pretty good. 2 down, 5 to go. Drive north a few hours so we can meet for a play date. Who's meeting? Dogs? The kids? Okay, 5 more sets. Yeah, might as well. If it feels good, go for it. But it doesn't need to be the heaviest. I'll keep reiterating that if you're on the fence, if you're not sure, you know, hey, does this feel good? Does it not? Err on the side of taking it a little easier. I know that sounds crazy because I want to work hard and I want to drive, but at the same time, I want to be here tomorrow. I want to be here the next day. I want to keep consistency. So if there's ever a decision between pushing to a point of potentially screwing up, you know, injuring yourself, whatever, or pulling it back a little bit so that we can be consistent, choose the latter. Because consistency is key, and you don't need to be a hero. What's the point? All right, set 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. Feels heavier. Hours it takes to get some power. Sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just doubters. That was heavier. 3 down, 4 to go. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'll elbows. I gotta step up the plate soon. Big grown. It's true. It's true. Got the team. Yeah, feel free to invite your kids, invite your friends, invite your enemies. Can all use some fitness, can all use some progress on our goals. Remember, make sure, stick around afterwards. We're gonna talk homework. Got a bunch of clips from the farm, just to remind you that any life you want is achievable if you set aside some time and take action on it. Start thinking about it. What is your homework? What is the thing that is missing from your life? What are your dreams that are not getting any action because you don't have time or because you don't think they're realistic? 20 seconds, set 4. Think about it. That's our next step, is our homework. 10 seconds. All right, back to focus here. Set 4, 2 reps, 3, 2, 1. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. 3 sets to go, team. 4 down. Do we go up? We'll go up for the last 3. How are we feeling so far, team? How are those squats? What options are we using? We all back squatting, or some of us using dumbbells? How is it? Three more sets. Remember, our topic here today, our focus is that the more you challenge yourself, or the more you put yourself through challenges, the more resilient you become. Right? You've all met somebody who's had a really tough upbringing. Right? Maybe their parents weren't around. Maybe there was loss. Maybe there were, who knows what kind of struggles there were. Maybe they grew up somewhere where things are harder, and those people don't struggle. Right? What they see as a challenge is, like, what you see as a challenge is generally nothing to them because they've had so much experience. All right, let's go squat. We'll talk about that more later. Set 5. I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour. Take a cold shower. Shit. Come on, Adam. I swear to God, they all let me down. Dang. I always fought just to wear the crown. Dang, I wonder if I went too heavy here. Oh, we'll deal with it. I want to jump that barbell, but 2 more sets. So keeping on that topic though, if you can get uncomfortable, right? If you can get out of your comfort zone, do something challenging, do something that there's at least a little bit of, I don't want to do this in there, then what you build is a buffer. You build capacity to deal with challenges, just like those people who have dealt with it. Right, the title today was Normalize Adversity. Because the more adversity, quote unquote, you deal with, the less it seems like adversity. Right? It just becomes normal. You recognize that life is challenge, and then once a challenge comes to you, it's just life. Right? You don't freak out. All right, let's squat. All right, second last set. Come on, Adam. Suck this up. Get tight. Be aggressive. That was faster. Hot damn, that got sticky again. That is not ideal. One more set, team. And then I'll blab even more about this whole, you are only as tough and as resilient as the challenges you put yourself through, or you have to deal with that you didn't choose. But the point is, you develop perspective on challenges as you deal with more of them, right? Just like anything, if you do something over and over and over and over and over again, you have experience with it, you know it. It doesn't scare you as much because you know the outcomes. You know how it works. You know that worst case scenario is not as bad as you think oftentimes. So if you can put yourself in discomfort's way, you're set, right? Because life is not as hard if you've made life hard or had a hard life by default. All right, last set, team. 3, 2, 1. All right. Suck it up here. We're gonna make this last set count here. Last set, best set. Come on. Come on. Not bad. Let's go. Woo! Great job, team. Let's take a couple minutes, clear it up. Nixon Bath, good morning. And Aussie. So just walk around, take some time, catch your breath, grab some water. We're gonna cool down and talk homework in just a minute here. Just let me free myself from the weight buffet. Awesome job, team. Go ahead and drop in the comments or the chat, what did you do for your squats? What did you start at? Where did you finish? Did you use a barbell? Dumbbells, kettlebells? How is the squat coming along? Let me know. Give me some details. We're gonna open up the hips here. We're getting there. Someday, I'm gonna have a gym with a squat rack and a pull-up bar and all that jazz. All right, let's cool her down. Let's get on the floor. Excellent, excellent job, everybody. Okay, we're gonna get some hip opener here. No, you're gonna get in the way, huh? So simplest one, I like the old seated glute stretch. So just gonna sit one leg straight out and one leg crossed over the other leg. And hopefully your dog is not too making this too challenging for you, but the goal is keep the torso upright, hinge at the hip, and keep that other leg crossed over. Great job, Tim. Have a great day, sir. Thanks again for joining the team. Carl, great session. Awesome job. So I'm not gonna blab on it too much because I just kind of went over it over and over again, that you are as resilient as the experiences that you've had, right? If you've had challenges, you will be more resilient, unless those challenges crushed you and you just gave up on life, but that's not realistic. So the more you can get yourself uncomfortable, and that's why we're here doing it, right? It's uncomfortable to get up early. It's uncomfortable to work hard for 8 minutes. It's uncomfortable to push yourself in your squat. It's potentially even more uncomfortable to look at your life and, oh man, can't press the button, and basically ask yourself, hey, what have I not been doing? What are the things that I think are important that I haven't taken any action on, right? That's an uncomfortable situation. But if you do it and you address it and you ask yourself, hey, what is that thing? And then, maybe more importantly, you take action on it, which is going to be uncomfortable, especially at first as well. Then life changes, right? You become somebody who knows that challenges are, realistic, that you can handle those challenges. And also, what's cool is the more times you succeed, more times you deal with that challenge and get through the other side, when a new challenge arises, you don't even necessarily see it as a challenge. You just see it as something you got to do. and it might be hard, but I've done so many hard things that like it doesn't seem that bad, right? I'm sure you've looked back on certain times in your life and been like, well, it's not as bad as that, right? The more of those that you can create, those hard times, and as much as this seems crazy to make your life challenging, life is going to be hard either way. We talk about this all the time. You've got the choice, though, to choose a hard that moves you in the direction that you want, or let hard choose you. I mean, for the simple example is I can choose the hard of working out, or I can let the hard of, incapacity, sickness, obesity, disease, whatever that comes with not taking care of yourself, I can let that hard choose me. To me, it's an easy choice, right? Take personal accountability, take action on your life. It's yours. Nobody else is going to do it for you. As I keep saying, as we keep learning here together, that your life is yours. So we're going to watch a couple clips here of life, right? This is the life that we have chosen. We did not start out as farmers, but here we are. So yesterday we moved the cows and rams into what we call the south field. So this is trying to get them through. This didn't actually go as smoothly as it currently looks. We got the cows out where we needed to. The boys all ran back, and then we had to move them separately. But it happened, got it done. So now the boys are on one field, the girls are on another. Nice and separate, and hopefully we won't have any breeding until when we decide. And then here's the union working on cleaning up our pop-up trailer. We've got some in-laws coming to stay with us next weekend, and my wife was nice enough to say that they could stay in the trailer, which I love. Not that I don't love the in-laws, but it's nice to have our space. We don't have a huge house, so you can see the team just like union workers sitting around having a cigarette, watching one person do some work. And then this one's going on lunch break. She said, "Screw it, I'm not doing this work." We got one more. This is just my older daughter chasing sheep. Her favorite thing. As you can see, these are all the girls now. So there's no boys in there, no cows. This is just the moms and the llamas. And they're going to be moving tomorrow maybe onto the north field. So they're good and far apart. Make sure we don't have any babies in the winter. Hopefully we'll do a better job than last year of making sure that happens. But as I like to say, the point of these videos is not learning about sheep and farming unless you want, in which case I'd love to chat about that. The point is showing you that you can build any life, right? And it doesn't need to be what somebody else thinks is perfect. It just needs to be what you want. And it just needs to, the way to get there, right? All you need is to take action, right? If you wanted to become a farmer, depending on where you're at, maybe, every day you do an hour of research on the farming methods you want to do, or the types of food you want to grow. Or maybe it's an hour a day on finding land, or maybe it's an hour a day on creating a business that allows for some passive income that allows you to not spend so much time at your job, that you can start learning these things, or whatever it is. There is a step that if you take it over and over and over again, that step goes up a ladder, goes up a staircase, an escalator, call it what you want, and that escalator leads to the life that you want. So take action every day on the one most important thing that makes that difference. And you're going to look back in a while and be like, shit, my life is different. This is what I aim for, and I actually got there. And it gives you that peace of mind that you can get any challenge done or achieve anything that you want. So we did it. Look at that. What time? 5:51. So take the next hour till just before 7 a.m. Do your homework, because that's how life is created. All right. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for all the support in the chat, and thank yourself, right? Give yourself that pat on the back for getting up early, taking action on your fitness and your goals, because it's not going to, if you don't do it, it's not going to happen, and nobody else is going to do it for you. This is the closest it's going to get. We're going to do it here together. So quick shout out to team members, Jody, Jason, Ryan, Yaroslav, Chris, Adam, Rose, Shirley, and Tim. You guys are fantastic. Today is Monday. Potentially look out tomorrow for maybe even just a members only live stream of some tallow making. We're gonna be making tallow tomorrow, beef tallow. So I may do a little members only live stream. So if you're not a member and you want to watch that, make sure you join. And if you're hanging out tomorrow and you got some time, come join us on the potentially tallow live stream. You guys are fantastic. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day. And make sure to see you tomorrow. Peace, guys.